This is the second half of City SC Utah against Denver Albion. City SC in navy blue, Albion in white. Blue with the kickoff. Ball swung over to the right-hand side from Lau over to Eli. Eli puts that ball up and it'll be scooped up by White. Challenge there. Eli wins, lays it off over the right-hand side over to Tate, keeping it in bounds. Tate lays it off over to Eli. Eli chips it up high into the center and it's scooped up by the keeper. Nice run through by West there. Ball rolled out for White over to the right-hand side, entering the middle third. Ball played into the center. Lau getting a hand on him. No foul called. Ball swung over, pass intercepted by Tate, but it'll be recovered by White. And Eli challenging for the ball. Swung over, Tate using his back to block that one. White recovers. White plays the ball on the left-hand side past midfield. Slotting the ball on the left, it'll be Brock who gets there. White brings the ball down though. White plays the ball into the center just about 20 yards out. Shot just over the top right side of the crossbar.
Good shot, Channing.
Are tireless? Do you do overtime, or is it strict case? I thought it was 2 5. I thought that's what I was. I thought I read. PK this. I can't stand overtime in this game. PK this.
Rip it.
Don't shake your head.
Zach gives the ball over to Josh, who will be taking the kick, left-footed, up high to the left-hand side. It'll be brought down. Henry gets a toe on it, gets the ball up over to Will on the left-hand side. Will looking for help, gets past a man, lays it off over to West. West cuts back to his left-hand side, winding up, no, plays it farther over to the left, over to Jason. Jason feigns a shot. Jason then puts it in back heel, cleared by White. Headed in by Josh, chested down by Will. Will lays it off over on the right-hand side, and Jason is unable to get there. It'll be White throw-in, the top of their defensive third. Ball thrown in quickly, and that ball also rolls out of bounds. It'll be blue throw-in. Jason down the line, gets it to Gabe. Gabe to Wes. Wes plays it over to the far right-hand side over to Eli. Eli up over to Henry. Henry inside the box on the left-hand side over to Tate. Shot!
Good idea, good idea.
Didn't connect how he wanted to. Right-footed goal kick from White, headed back by White. Ball back into play over on the left-hand side. White will get the ball crossing midfield on the right, looking to get into the attacking third, and they do. Jason trying to stop it. Ball just a few feet outside of the box, kicked back to the top right corner, kicked into the center, brought down by Brock. A shot chipped up, and it'll be stopped by Zach, who will be playing the entire half with his facing the sun. He eats it out over the right-hand side. Eli to Tate. Tate over to Gabe. Ball reset, Eli. Eli over to Tate. Tate moving over to the right-hand side, beats a man, Plays it over to the far left. And is kicked out of bounds by White. It'll be blue throw-in. Ball thrown down over to Wes. Wes takes a touch, rolling it, cuts back, gets past 2 players, just outside the box, moved over to the right-hand side. Ball dislodged and cleared out, stopped by Tate. Wes gets the ball over to Eli. Eli puts the ball in the center, cleared out by White. And it looks like Josh will get there first. And Josh swings the ball out over the far left-hand side over to Jason. Jason at midfield gets the ball over to Henry. Henry switches the field over to the right-hand side to Tate. Ball lost. And it will be White now at midfield, looking for different options. Ball cut back. And a through ball recovered and offsides called against White.
Come on, let's go. Come on, boys.
Eli now with the ball.
Got it, boys. Come on.
Playing it down the right-hand side. Trying to get it over to Gabe. Gabe back over to Eli. Eli puts it in the middle. His pass intended for Henry. Intercepted by White. White cuts back, lays it off on the right-hand side in the middle third. Crossing midfield, Jason using his body, lets that ball go through, resets back over to Zach. Zach kicks the ball up high into the midfield, gets past Will challenging for the ball. White will get there first. White plays the ball in the center. Loose ball, White picks it up. Tate. Nice move by Tate. He's able to control the ball. Swings the ball over to Josh.
You have got to stop.
Josh over to Jason.
That wasn't even close.
Jason trying to get through over to Henry, who is called offsides. Ball kicked over to the far right-hand side, and it will go out of bounds. It'll be blue throw-in at midfield. Jason throws the ball into Lau. Lau to Jason. Jason, pass intended for Henry, intercepted. White puts the ball up in the middle. At the top of the circle on the right-hand side, stuffed by Lau. Tate getting in on it, blocked. Tate with the pass to Gabe. Gabe dispossessed. White chesting the ball down. Henry challenging for the ball, loose. Will is going to emerge with it. Will, no foul called. And a loose ball and a yellow card given to either Tate or Henry.
Call the first one. Call the first one. We don't have the second one.
White plays the ball. Gabe challenging, ball at midfield. White bringing it over to the left-hand side. Stuffed by Lau. Eli gets the ball over to Josh. Josh to Tate. Tate over to Gabe. Gabe stutter step. Gabe over to Tate on the right-hand side. Left-footed cross. It's going to go to the far left. Henry will get there. Henry turns the circle, beats his man. Henry looking for more options. Lays it off over to Wes. Wes plays it over on the right-hand side over to Eli. Eli swings the ball farther over to right over to Tate. Tate moves to the left. Moves over to the right with 2 men on him. Ball tackled away, and the call is corner kick.
Hey, let's make something happen here. Let's go.
Looks like Tate will be taking the corner kick. Eli and Jason all the way up at the top of the circle. Here's the kick. Right-footed, medium height, headed, and goes in with Brock with the goal. Brock with the header, the assist from Tate, putting City SC up 1-0.
Let's get another one.
We don't have to pop it up all the way yet. Okay.
Oh, this is first goal ever? In this league, well, like here. Tell him it was me.
And a congratulations to Brock for putting points on the board for the first time this season. White kicking off. Ball goes straight all the way back over to Zach.
Overtime, boys. Come on.
Zach rolls the ball back over to Brock. Brock to Tate. Tate fumbles the ball away. Brock saves him, gets the ball over to Wes. Wes back over to Josh on the left-hand side. Josh to Jason. Jason launches the ball up, trying to get it over to Will. White gets there first. Will using his body, looking like to keep it in bounds. He breaks through from the corner flag. Getting a bit scrappy, a through ball, and no foul called. White will recover. Henry challenging for the ball on Will's behalf. And Josh with a heavy push, no foul called. Lau gets the ball over to the left-hand side to Jason. That ball is towed out of bounds.
Let's go.
It'll be blue throw-in. Jason throws the ball back over to Lau. Lau to Josh. Josh down the line to Jason. That pass is intercepted. Jason still challenging for the ball. White emerges with it. Gabe getting a little pushy there. Jason somehow gets the ball. Gets it over to Henry. Henry inside the box. Toes it over. Oh, and it goes wide right.
Tate, just a little bit longer.
Tate needs to grow another inch or two to get that one.
Have you grow more? Good work, Henry.
I love the angles. I like that.
Unlucky for City. White kick over to the right-hand side, brought down, looking for help. Henry on defense, challenging for the ball. Will helps cause some confusion, and the ball is kicked out of bounds. It'll be blue throw-in, and it looks like a substitute for City. Jack's coming on. And it looks like Will be coming off. Jason throws the ball over to Lau. Lau using his body, gets the ball back over to Brock. Brock beats his man, swings the ball over to the right-hand side over to Eli. Eli looking for more options, kicks the ball high into the left-hand side center, headed away by White. Jason will get there. Jason chips the ball up into the box again, headed away by White. And it is Jax who will be No, White clears that ball. Jason brings it down, gives it to Lau. Lau back over to Jason. No, over to Gabe. Shot by Gabe and saved by the keeper. Nice shot on goal from Gabe.
Hey, let's go. Keep working. Come on.
Drop kick, high ball from Denver on the left-hand side. Brought down. And Zach will be able to get that ball.
Play low, play low.
Ball played over to Josh on the left-hand side. Josh to Henry. Henry cuts back, circles back, plays it back over to Josh. Josh feigns a pass back, gets the ball up over to Wes on the left-hand side. Wes now bringing the ball up into the attacking third. Wes on the left-hand side cuts back, still with the ball, crosses the ball to the far side, and it is going to be Tate who gets there, keeps it in bounds, headed away by White. White is going to recover, nobody there for the back, and that ball is kicked through it. It is going to roll to Zach just at the top of the 18-yard line, kicks it over to Josh. Josh. Back over to Jex. White with the right ball on the right-hand side at the bottom of the middle third. A 1-2 along the line, crossing midfield. Puts the ball up at the top. Josh tackles the ball away, brought down by Tate. Ball loose, and it is recovered by White. Lau using his body. White with the ball. Lau using his body to Wes. Wes with the through ball to Jex, who was called offsides. Ball played on the left-hand side for Colorado. Colorado on the top left, the midfield, ball dislodged from Henry. Gabe with the ball, dispossessed. A 1-2, crossing midfield. West staying pace for pace, and Brock gets that ball over to Josh. Josh over to Henry. Henry on the left-hand side over to Josh. Josh trying to get it to Gabe. He gets there, dispossessed. And White with the ball in midfield. Josh hustling to get there. Challenge for the ball brought down by Josh. Josh swings it farther to the left-hand side over to Jason. Jason resets the ball back all the way to Zach. Zach plays the ball the right-hand side over to Brock. Brock up the middle to Henry. Henry back over to Brock. Brock up again to Gabe. Gabe takes a turn, gets it over to Jex. Jex dispossessed. And it is White who recovers the ball at the middle on the right-hand side, crossing midfield. West challenging. And White crosses the ball over to the left-hand side. Lau heads the ball. And it rolls to your favorite cameraman. Lau throws the ball over to Jex down the line. Jex able to head that ball. Jex back over to Lau. Lau to Tate. Tate shimmies to the right. Still with the ball, dispossessed. Challenged, and a foul called against Tate. White chips the ball to the left-hand side, crossing midfield. Ball gets over. Brock will get there first. He heads the ball over to Lau. Brock wins. Gets the ball to Lau. Lau to Tate. Tate over to the right-hand side. Switches the field, looking for a runner. Gets it over to Gabe. Gabe over to the right-hand side, over to Jex. Jex crosses the ball over to Gabe. Gabe just on the right-hand side. Cuts back, looking for more options, over to Tate. Tate on the left.
Come on.
Inside the box again, shoots, and deflected right into the gut of the keeper. Recovered by Eli. Cuts the ball, and that ball goes out of bounds.
Good work, Tate.
The magnet.
Ball back into play, a right-hand side for White. Jason gets a toe on that, kicks it to himself, now lays it off over to Henry. Henry to Wes. Wes on the far left-hand side over to Henry. Henry by the corner flag, stops it, cuts back, dispossessed. White now bringing it up from the back, entering the middle third. Wes challenging for the ball. And White crossing midfield, back into the center, playing it over on the right-hand side, chipping it over on the left, headed down by Eli. Eli to Lau. Lau trying to get it up over to Henry. No, recovered, dispossessed. Eli gets the ball over to Tate. Tate lays it off over to Wes on the left-hand side. To ball now over to Wes from Gabe. Gabe to Lau. Lau swings it over to the far right-hand side over to Eli. Eli to Tate. Tate near the baseline. Crosses the ball over. Headed, brought down, shot, blocked. Kept in bounds, and it's going to roll out, and the call is corner kick. City SC has had more gusto in the second half, maintaining the majority of the possession, it seems, so far. putting shots on goal, having several opportunities, but finding the back of the net only once from a corner kick just like this. Tate will be taking the corner. Signal given, run up, ball has the height, headed up by Eli. Battle in the box, cleared out, brought down. Gabe with the Maradona move in the box, shot blocked. Gabe brings the ball down again. Ball loose on the right-hand side. White will get there. White gets the ball up to midfield. Henry on defense. White now on the right-hand side. Slotting the ball. They have a runner. No offsides called. Zack coming out and clearing that ball out. The call is White throw-in at the top of their attacking third. White will be throwing the ball in about 20 yards out. Brought down, sent to the original person who threw it in. West challenging for the ball. Jason dislodges it. White recovers. White moving the ball into the center, moving now over the right-hand side. White looking to chip the ball in, rolling it into the box. Lau using his body, and a foul. It was inside the box, and a yellow card given to Lau. The ref calling that the ball was just outside of the box by about 2 yards. An opportunity here for Colorado.
So it's like, wow, you can't even play.
One-man wall of Jason. Jason, here's the kick. Chipped up high into the center. Oh, to the back left player on the left-hand side, and it hit off of his left foot and it went just wide left. And City will be subbing a couple of players. Nash will be coming on. Sebastian coming on. Lau coming off. And Weston coming off.
Go boys. 1 minute.
Goal kick from the left-hand side from Zack to Josh. Josh slotting it down, trying to get over to Jason, a little bit too heavy, and it'll be White throwing just after midfield. White resets back to their keeper. They played over to the left-hand side, brought down, nice touch there by White. 1-2 in the middle. Tate on defense, ball gets through. With the turn, Henry on defense, ball now approaching the attacking third for White. White shoots, and it'll go well wide left. It'll be goal kick for Utah. Zack to Brock. Brock up the middle to Nash. Nash chips it over the left-hand side to Eli. Eli controls it against the line. Back over to Nash. Nash plays it wide over to Jex. Jex on the right-hand side looking to play it in the center. He gets it over to Sebastian. Sebastian over to Henry. A little bit too much, and White gets there first. White now in the middle third on the right-hand side. Ball played into the center. White connects. Jex trying to get in on that. Ball being cycled through the defensive line for White. Ball crossing midfield. Touched out by Eli. It'll be White throw-in. White throws the ball down the line, headed back, and it'll be Brock who gets there. Brock plays it back over to Zack. Zack, under pressure, gets the ball over to Eli. Eli plays the ball short to Nash. Nash maintains possession, plays it over to Eli. Eli with the through ball over to Jex. Jex just on the inside of the box now, looking to cross the ball. He gets across, cleared out by White. Jex with a beautiful cross, no follow through though. White will get the ball at the bottom of their middle third, towed away by Jason. White gets there first there. Ball played over. White at midfield. Sebas with the challenge. White maintains possession though, and a through ball for White results in Zack bringing the ball up inside the box. And he'll pick it up. He yeets it over to the right hand side over to Eli. Eli with a man on him. In the center over to Tate. Tate up the gut over to Sebas. Sebas in traffic, dislodged, and it'll be Tate who chips the ball up over to Jex. Jex gets there first, cuts over to the left-hand side, and it's just in front of him as it rolls past the goal line on the left. And it looks like Colorado is taking the time to make a couple of substitutes. Ball back in play for Colorado. Goal kick up high, headed back by Josh. Brock has plenty of time to recover to get that ball. No pressure yet from Colorado. Brock plays the ball over to Zack. Zack keeps it going left over to Josh. Josh brings the ball up over to Henry. Henry over to the left side to Josh. Josh to Jason. Jason in the center over to Sebas. Sebas back over to Nash. Nash back over to Brock. Brock swings the ball to the far right to Eli just past midfield. Eli slots it up over to Nash. Nash cuts back under a bit of pressure. Nash moving into the center. Gets the ball over the left-hand side to Henry. Henry, his ball gets to Jason. Jason plays the ball back over to Josh. Josh moves the ball up into the attacking third, winds up and shoots. And that ball was brought to you by Southwest Airlines, where you can fly the friendly skies.
Load up, Joshy, load up!
Clearly, he had a lot of great harvest bread this morning. So that ball goes all the way into the parking lot. It'll be goal kick here for Colorado. Goal kick for Colorado. Kicking the ball high to the left-hand side. Nash there to challenge. Using his body, White gets the ball through, picked up by Brock. Brock lays it off on the left-hand side over to Josh. Josh crossing midfield. Josh putting it up in the center over to Sebas. Sebas diving, saved by the keeper who clears it out. Brought down by Henry. Henry gives it back over to Brock. Brock just before midfield. Moving over to the right-hand side under pressure, under a bit of duress. Elects to keep the ball back. Ball deflected. It'll be recovered. Now it's White on the counter-attack. They slot it through. Brock is able to get a left-footed block there and gives it back over to Zack. Zack gives the ball to Josh on the top left corner of the box over here. Josh still with the ball. Plays it up over to Tate. Tate turning to his left, slots the ball over to Nash. Nash to Eli. Eli. And a foul yellow card given to Colorado there well after the play.
No, Zion, it's okay. Zion, leave it. Leave it.
Ball back in play. Whistle given Tate to Henry. Back over to Tate. Tate cross midfield. Plays it over the right-hand side over to Nash. Nash back over to Tate. Tate moves over to his left. Puts it up through, and that pass is blocked. And Nash will now be challenging for the ball in midfield. Ball played over to the left-hand side for White. White kicks the ball through. It'll be a foot race for Brock. Brock outside, just shot, sliding, blocked by Brock. And that ball goes, kept in bounds by Zach. It was almost a one-on-one with the keeper. A great save. Josh gets that ball over to Jason. Jason to Henry. Henry switches the field over to the far left-hand side, getting the ball over to Eli. Eli up over to Nash, lets that ball run through. White is going to recover. 1-2 from White. White at the top of the circle at midfield, moving the ball into the attacking third. White, wind-up shot, and will be scooped up by Zach. Zach feigns a pass.
Go to work, Nash. Let's go. Go to work, dude. Go to work, Nash.
Left-footed drop kick. White over their own head, brought down by Sebastian. Sebastian plays the ball back, letting the team get into shape. Josh bring the ball up past midfield. Josh chips the ball with his left foot over the far right-hand side to Tate. Tate just outside the box, crosses the ball over, headed down, and just goes wide right.
Good ball movement, boys!
Nice pass from Tate, an amazing header from Josh. Unlucky that it went just wide right.
Good work, boys, huh?
Ball kicked for Colorado over to the right-hand side, brought down by White. White puts a through ball, and it's going to roll all the way to Zach at the top of his box. Zach plays it to the left over to Josh. Josh to Jason at midfield, down the line, challenged, and that ball is kept in bounds by Jason. Jason to Josh. Josh back over to Sebastian. Sebastian plays it back over to Brock. Brock over to Henry. Henry resets back to Zach, allowing the team to get back into their shape. Ball played on the far left-hand side to Josh. Josh boots this one, and intended potentially for Tate, brought down by White though. White now with possession at the right side of the pitch, crossing midfield. Henry challenging. Ball reset back a few feet, then switched over to the left-hand side for White. Nash on defense. Ball gets through, and Brock has a moment, plays it back over to Zach. Zach plays it to the far left-hand side. Jason calmly gives the ball over to Josh. Josh back over to Jason. Ball working up the left-hand side, entering the middle third. Jason tackled away. White with possession. White putting the ball up in the middle. They have a runner, and he's called offsides. Zach plays the ball quickly over to Tate. Tate at the top of the box plays it wide left over to Eli. Eli kicks the ball up high in the center, hoping to get it up to the striker. Keeper out. Gabe almost got there, and a shot blocked. Jack's just wide right. And he's called offsides.
We lost 3-0.
Ball played over to the left-hand side. Kicked up. Chested down by White. White now approaching their attacking third. And that ball is a little bit too much. He might have been offsides anyway. Zach is able to pick that up.
Like we were defending, but then the attack.
Ball played up over to Tate. Tate gets the ball over to Jason. Jason plays back to Josh. Josh to Sebastian, but it goes through. White intercepts the ball. White lays it off onto the left back. Left back plays it up. Left side 1-2 by White. White now entering the attacking third. White playing it wide left. A few yards out, trying to make the turn against Nash, against the baseline, keeping it in bounds, and it goes out. The call is goal kick.
Already out. Let's go, Zach.
Come on, boys.
Ball played from the right-hand side. Sorry, over to the left-hand side. Josh up to Sebastian. Sebastian making the turn, getting it over to Jason, who's crossing midfield on the left. Jason plays it over in the center to Henry. Henry plays it wide over to Nash. Nash is back in the center over to Henry. Henry up in the center, over to Gabe. Gabe over to the right, shoots. And that one is out of bounds. Will be goal kick for Colorado. In the waning minutes of the second half, City SC is up 1-0 against Colorado, trying to hold on to the lead. Brock with a header from Tate's corner kick, the ball kicked up high into the center, breaks through, and Brock lets that one go all the way to Zach. Zach moves over to his left-hand side, plays it wide left over to Jason. Jason showing his footwork, gets the ball up over to Tate. Tate cuts back into the center, plays it through over to Sebastian. Sebastian chips it over to Gabe. Gabe rolls it over, and it's just going to go wide right. Unlucky. They've been knocking on the door. Will it open again? Ball kicked up high into the center, chested down. Nash recovers after a pass from Eli. Nash in the middle. Ping-ponged around. Nash in the box, cleared out by White. And that will roll out of bounds. It'll be blue throw-in. Ball thrown in from Jason to Tate. Tate moving the ball into the attacking third. Shot deflected and blocked. It'll be Sebastian who gets there first, working against the baseline, cutting back, playing the ball long. Ball kicked in the center from Jason, cleared out by White, headed in by Nash, brought down by White. White at the top of the circle of their defensive half, bringing the ball now to the left-hand side, crossing midfield. Eli on defense. White entering the attacking third. Ball played into the center. Now far left, looking for a cross. White scissors against the baseline, and that ball goes out of bounds. The call is corner kick for White. Late in the second half, ball played short. Henry challenged. White chips the ball up, headed back. White in the box, and he's called offsides.
You'll be 5 soon, huh?
As long as you have it together.
You know what? July 27th, he's the youngest in the soccer. Oh, that's exactly. Yeah, she's always said that. Now you're going to have to do that.
And that is the game. City SC winning 1-0.